Imagine this. It's a quiet afternoon in 1828 in the German city of Nuremberg. Suddenly, the peaceful day is shattered by a strange sight. A young boy, maybe 16 or 17, stumbles into the town square. He can barely walk, his clothes are tattered, and he clutches a mysterious letter. When the townspeople approach him, he can only mumble a few phrases, one of which is, "I want to be a cavalryman, like my father was." The letter identifies him as Kaspar Hauser, but it offers no real answers. And just like that, one of history's most fascinating and haunting mysteries begins. Who was this boy? He appeared as if from another world. His hands were soft, untouched by work or sunlight. His accent was foreign, unlike any local dialect. It was as if he had been locked away, hidden from civilization his entire life. The people of Nuremberg were captivated, but also a little afraid. Where did he come from? Kaspar was taken into the care of a local jailer, and it quickly became clear just how strange his situation was. He didn't understand everyday objects. A mirror terrified him. A lit candle made him recoil in pain. He had to be taught how to eat normal food, as if he'd only ever known bread and water. Slowly, with patience and kindness, Kaspar began to learn to speak. And the story he told was chilling. He claimed he had spent his entire life in a tiny, dark cell, no bigger than a closet. He never saw another person, except for a shadowy figure who would leave him bread and water without ever showing his face. Kaspar had no concept of time, day or night. He said he only learned to walk a few days before he was released, pushed out into the world, and told to go to Nuremberg. Why? The faceless man's only explanation was, "You will be like your father." News of the foundling of Nuremberg spread like wildfire across Europe. Was he the victim of some terrible, cruel experiment? Or was he an elaborate fraud, a con artist playing on the sympathies of the public? As Kaspar's ability to communicate improved, his intelligence and gentle nature won over many skeptics. He became a living phenomenon. Scientists studied him, philosophers wrote essays about him, and crowds gathered just to get a glimpse of this boy who seemed untouched by society. Then, a bombshell theory emerged, one that could explain everything. Whispers started to circulate that Kaspar Hauser was no ordinary boy. He was, some claimed, the true heir to the royal house of Baden. The story went that a healthy prince had been secretly swapped at birth with a dying infant, all to disrupt the line of succession. If this was true, Kaspar wasn't just a mystery, he was a political time bomb. His very existence was a threat to powerful people. And as this rumor gained traction, Kaspar's life took a dangerous turn. He was moved from one guardian to another for his own safety. While living with a kind schoolmaster named Delmar, the first attack happened. Kaspar was found one night bleeding from a deep cut on his forehead. He whispered that a hooded man had attacked him, warning him to be silent. The authorities investigated, but the attacker vanished without a trace. Kaspar's safety became a matter of national importance. He was even taken in by an English nobleman, Lord Stanhope, who became fascinated with his story and promised to uncover the truth of his noble birth. But the years rolled by, and Stanhope's promises faded. Kaspar's fame began to wane, and the public's fascination turned to suspicion. Was he really a prince? Or just a deeply troubled young man who had invented a tragic past to gain attention? The scientific community was divided. Was it trauma? Mental illness? Or was it all a lie? Kaspar, now a young man, grew more isolated and desperate for anyone, to believe him. He was trapped in a story that he could no longer control. Then, on a cold December evening in 1833, the story reached its tragic and violent conclusion. Kaspar stumbled home, clutching a deep wound in his chest. He gasped that a stranger had lured him into a park with the promise of information, only to stab him and flee. In his hand, he held a small purse containing a bizarre note, written in mirror writing. It taunted, "Hauser will be able to tell you how I look. To spare him the trouble, I will tell you myself. I come from the Bavarian border." Despite the doctor's best efforts, Kaspar Hauser died 3 days later. He was only 21. His death sent a final shockwave across Europe. Was he assassinated to silence him for good? Or was this his final, desperate act a self-inflicted wound that went too far? Staged by a young man who couldn't bear the weight of his own mystery any longer. For nearly 200 years, the debate has raged on. Some tests suggest a link, others rule it out completely. The truth remains just out of reach. So, who was he? A lost prince, stolen from his cradle and hidden from the world? Or a brilliant, lonely imposter who crafted one of history's greatest hoaxes? We may never know. Kaspar Hauser's story has become a powerful symbol of our own search for identity and truth. He is a haunting reminder that some questions are never meant to be answered. Fitting inscription, "Here lies Kaspar Hauser, a riddle of his time." Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed diving into history's greatest mysteries, make sure to like and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.